welcome to Sunny Day Stamping. I'm Julie Baca. I'm so excited that you're here. Today's project is, I am just thrilled about it. It's these little mini gift bags that are going to be great for the holidays coming up. You can tuck candy in there or gift cards, but you can also use them with other designer series paper for any occasion. So you'll learn the basic way to make these and just go off being creative with them. I'm also going to show you how to decorate the tissue paper just to make it a complete package. You're not going to believe how simple these are to make. I am so excited to show you that. Now, all the measurements for these are over on my website, sunnydaystamping.com. I try to make it really easy for you to reproduce these projects at home. You can also sign up for my email newsletter and you will get the project sheet for this. Also, you can also purchase all of the supplies over on my website. There's a link down below so that you can make these exactly like this or find some other things that you might be wanting. Let's get started. So I just want to give you a closer look at this adorable thing. I'm so excited about these. I made so many, so stick around to the end to see all the examples. You want to start with an awesome set of designer series paper. Why is this stuck? There we go. This one is a Sweetest Christmas, and it is available now. So for each mini bag, you need half a sheet of this. So you can get 2 bags out of 1 sheet of paper. So these end up being only 50 cents. So choose your favorite piece of paper, and you want it to be double-sided so that when you fold this flap down, it's got a coordinating different design. And so you need 2 squares. So for the mini bags, we need 6-inch squares. If you can play around with these measurements and make them bigger, but you just need 2 squares. And again, save this for another project or make yourself another bag. So now you want to score this at 1 inch. And what you want to pay attention to, if your design on your paper has a direction, you want to make sure you're going to score this the same on both sheets of paper. So for the flap, I'm going to score it at 1 inch. Actually, let me move this out of the way. I'm setting these up like this so that my design is going to be the same both ways that on both pieces of paper. You're going to score them the same on both squares. So you're going to score it at 1 inch, and that is for the flap that folds down. And then you're going to rotate this, and you're going to score it at 1.5 on the remaining 3 sides. And to get a nice square bag, like square, nice and like square edges, right angles, you want to make sure that you're measuring very exactly and making sure your paper is bumped up at the top so that it is nice and straight. Now that's it on the paper trimmer. We'll move that out of the way. All the measurements for this are over on my website. I think I already said that already. And here is the print and make project sheet so that you have everything on 1 sheet of paper. Those are for my email subscribers. So now that your paper's all scored, you're gonna put them beside each other and have your 1 inch measurement at the top. So because that is going to be the top of your bag, the part that folds over. And so you're going to take your bone folder and we're going to score this along the top. Now you got to decide, is this the way I want my bag, or do I want it this way? That's the hardest part. But I guess you can make 2 bags out of 1 sheet of paper, so you can make 1 of each. So now I'm going to keep that folded over while I fold along all of the other score lines, using my bone folder to really get a nice sharp crease. And this designer series paper is pretty thick, so I'm not really worried about like doing it too hard. It can handle quite a bit there. So see, look, oh, love it. Okay, now we'll do the same thing on this side. So I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to fold my top down. Okay, now you're going to take some paper snips. And on both sheets of paper, you're going to snip along this score line right to the crease there. I don't know if you can see that. On either side and on both pieces of paper. Okay, now on this piece of paper, we're going to go back and just trim at an angle to get a little sliver out. This is going to make it fold up really sharp, really square. Okay, and now on this one, you see where that fold line is right there? We're going to actually just take a little triangle out of that up to this point. There, that's it. That is all the cutting and and scoring and measuring. I mean, it's so easy. Now keep these. I'm going to show you how to use these scraps. You guys know I love to use scraps. Now it is time to glue. So you're going to grab any kind of glue that you like. I'm going to use the liquid glue because that is kind of my favorite. And we're just going to put just a little strip of glue right here to fold these down in place. And then I'm actually going to fold them in and make sure they lay nice and straight and kind of press on them and make sure they're adhered. Okay, now what you're going to do is align your papers like this with the big tab going this way, and this is the inside of your bag. And we're going to fold this over and put some glue on this flap. And now you're going to just line this up. You're going to kind of bump it up against this paper and fold it down flat. Now you want to quickly, before your glue dries, make sure, are these straight along the sides? Yes. Does this fold in? Yes. Then we're good. Whoa, except for when you wiggle it. Hold on. There we go. Now you're going to fold in these flaps and put some glue. And keeping this firm on the bottom here, we're just going to fold these sides in. And we're using the table to help us keep our bag nice and square. Press those little tabs in. There we go. Now last piece, I'm going to move this over. Now you're going to put glue on here. I mean, this is it. We are at the end. Can you believe how easy this is? I love this project. Okay, now on this one, you really do want to make sure you're getting close to the edge because you want your bag to look nice and tidy and not have like edges curling up. You can always glue them later, but now you're going to keep this firm here and fold these in. Now I'm going to tip it over just because I know my table is nice and flat and square to get this nice and square. Now I'm going to look and pinch these in to make sure they are nice and level, and just kind of go around making sure everything is where you want it. And now press it. And that is it. So now is the fun part. Now is when you, I mean, this was really fun to make, but now you can decorate the front any way you want and decorate the tissue paper. I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to use this new Jingle 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 stamp set. I mean, I absolutely love this. There's so much versatility. The words are nice and big. They're 2 steps, so you can stamp them like this, or you can put this on the inside or stamp it just like that. And then look at all these little elements. And these are what I'm going to use on my tissue paper. So because our bag has candy canes, I'm going to choose this little candy cane. And actually, I already have it ready. And just stamp it all over a piece of just regular tissue paper, just randomly. And you don't need that many. Oh my goodness, Julie Baca. This is why I need scrap paper all over the place. All right. Now, one thing I noticed when I was doing this, you just want to stamp it lightly. I'm a mess. Stamp it lightly. If you hold it too long, I'm going to show you. It really well, now that worked. Gosh darn. I'm trying to show you an example. When I was holding it too long, it kind of soaked in too much ink and got blurry. But that actually looked great. So don't listen to me, I guess. There, look, done. And it's custom. So you can do this for any paper that you use, you can customize. I just love that. So now you can pick this up and tuck it in here. Oh, it looks like I need another candy cane. Hold on. So I'm going to pull it back out because you do want to make sure you've got images on the corners because that is what is going to show when you tuck it in. I should have known that. Now we'll put it in. You can see I'm trying to be very careful not to get red ink on my bag. Okay, you guys are going to do this way better than me. There. All right, let's do the tag. All right, so to make the tag, you just need a scrap piece of paper. I'm going to use red, but you can use white or whatever you have. And then these are the tailor-made tags, which are awesome for the holidays, for any kind of gift giving. And I'm going to use this one right here. And we're going to use this. Remember, I told you to hold onto your scraps from this project because we're going to cut out some hole reinforcers, which are going to make this tag look so awesome. So this is the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So it is small and portable and awesome, and it's got a lower lower price point. It's only 63 bucks. So man, if you're a paper crafter and you don't have one of these machines, man, maybe ask for it for the holidays or buy yourself it. Okay, now we're just gonna line this up in here. Give it a little push. So here's our tag, and then check these out. I love little details, just love them. So now we're gonna glue that little hole reinforcer on there. I'm gonna move these out of the way. Now I usually try to only use one stamp set in a project, but I really wanted to use this Merry Christmas. This is also a new stamp set this season, but dig through your stamps and see what message you want and just pop it on that tag there. Now I'm going to line my message up on here. Now I am going to use the red and green ribbon. This comes in a pack of 2. I think it's like under $8. So it is so great. It's going to coordinate with this paper perfectly. Check it out. Check it out. This is Stampin' Up. Everything coordinates like perfectly. So you just really get an awesome result. I'm just going to look, just the tiniest piece. We're going to pinch it, shove it through this little hole. Try to get a little corner so that I can grab it. Then take your finger in here and grab the ends and pull it through. Well, that didn't work. Look at that. Got to keep them even. Let me do that again. I'm not going to pull it all the way out so I don't have to thread it through again. I'm just going to pull this. There. Now it's even, and I'm just going to hold tighter onto those ends. There, now it's good. Now we'll just pop this up with some dimensionals. And we'll put this right on our bag. I've got some other tissue paper examples to show you from using that Jingle Jingle stamp set and the rest of the box, the rest of these bags that I made. I can't wait to show you. Okay, so here are some tissue paper examples that I used just with this stamp set. And you could even do the words. I just thought the words were a little big for the mini bags, but if you're going to make a bigger bag, that would be perfect. Now let me show you all of these. Now look at all these different color combinations. These are all from one pack of Designer Series paper. So these are 50 cents each with the cute little tags. Use your scraps to decorate and use different tissue paper. It's so much fun. Now, if you're watching and it is not Christmas time or you need a little thank you gift, tuck a Starbucks card in here or some candies. It'd be perfect. This one, I used Pretty Birds and that perfectly penciled Designer Series paper. If you want to purchase the supplies for this project, there's a link down below. You can always head over to my website too to purchase supplies, sunnydaystamping.com. But if you don't like paying full price for things, and I am one of those people, consider joining Stampin' Up. If it's October 2022, when you're watching this, there is a great join bonus. You pick out $155 worth of products, all of your choice, and you pay $99 and get free shipping. And then as long as you're a demonstrator, you get 20% off or more off of future purchases. And if it doesn't work out for you, no worries. You just go back to being a regular one of my customers. But if you have questions about that, please leave me a comment or reach out. I'd love to help you decide if that's something that's is good for you. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Have a sunny day.